Color.
Hi.
Congratulations on the movie. I
Thank
I
you so
gotta
much.
say, Lolly is such a welcome addition to this world. Getting to see just any professor from Ilvermorny would be great, but the fact that we got Eulalie Hicks, who's just an amazing dynamic screen presence
Thank
that
you.
you brought to life and you contributed to, it's been a treat. So
Oh, I
thank you.
appreciate that. That's very kind. Thank you.
Of course. So the first thing I have to ask is, you've got this amazing intonation and vocal inflection in Lolly's voice. How did you find Lolly's voice? What was the
Yeah.
inspiration?
Thank you so much. I Lally was born in Harlem around, like 1915 loosely, I want to say, but don't hold me to that, Harry Potter Wikia. Like, don't hold me to that. But I worked with this really amazing dialogue coach for many months before we started this film, and we drew a lot of inspiration from Hazel Scott, who was this really amazing African American pianist. We drew some inflections from James Baldwin. We studied black orators that had probably gone to boarding school, because Lally was at Ilvermorny from a young age, and then she stayed to become a professor. So she was very bookish, very well taught, and so we modeled her voice after African Americans at that time that studied a lot in higher education. That was kind of the way we went about it. And then I read a
Oh,
lot of Oscar Wilde, and I just kind of read through, because the script was under lock and key. When it's a film like this, it's like in this software that only short of blows up, if you like leave it on your computer. So I read a lot of Oscar Wilde, and it seemed to fit sort of the dialogue of Steve Kloves and J.K. Rowling's writing a lot. So it was a lot of that.
one of the things I always found fascinating about the Wizarding world is there's only so much you could put on screen, and there's so much more subtext and mythology behind that.
Yeah,
Did you get any secrets from J.K. or from Steve about Lolly's character prior to this movie?
absolutely. Yeah, the thing about the Wizarding World the Wizarding World, and what's great about it is it's so dense. There's so much lore, and they never wanted me to walk on set not knowing anything about my character. I got a lot of cool secrets. Like, for example, my character's wand is made from a Nigerian uh, wood, and a wood from a tree in Nigeria, and the wand core is actually one strand of African mermaid hair, which is really cool. So that was a cool secret that I learned, that I was like,
Hopefully, they sell her wand. I definitely
oh my
want to
God,
pick it.
my dream is to have a Noble Collection wand. Like, I have probably five Noble Collection wands. And so if there was ever a Lally Hicks wand, I would just scream. I did see that Mina Lima, who does all the graphic design for the Harry Potter films, and for the Fantastic Beasts films, they have a set of Lally's books, which I just found out that they have, that I'm so excited that I will absolutely be getting, which would be great.
Lovely. If I can ask one final question of you, this is such an important franchise to help with diversification of and representation within this industry. Everyone wants to see themselves in the wizarding world as a wizard. We've certainly seen Newt's group evolve from just the core four to now you and comma. Do you think that there's room for more growth and more potential for diversification?
Always. We're never not growing. I really want to see all of the schools around the world. And I think what's great about the Fantastic Beasts franchise is that there's room for that. These aren't students, it's an adult magical world. And I really want to see the school in Japan. I really want to see the school in Brazil. Like, there's tons of places that I want to go to as a character and as a huge fan of the books. But we should always be pushing the representation in everything that we do. Totally, especially in fantasy and film, because people of color deserve whimsy too. Like, we deserve to escape and see ourselves portrayed, and we deserve more things we can cosplay. So there's that.
I couldn't agree more. I can't wait to rock those cosplays when those
Yes,
characters get
awesome.
created.
Good. Me neither.
Jessica, thank you so much for your time. This
Thank
has been
you.
amazing.
Thank you for your
Love
kind
the
words. I
movie and
appreciate it.
love Lolly. So
Thank
congrats.
you.
The activists, directors, comments and the lectures, fanboys, professional artists and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.